going on, y'all? Now, this video is going to get a little deep, right? Because I thought of this not too long ago, and I feel like it's time to really talk about it. I'm going to talk about surface level relationships and spiritual relationships, right? Now, we all know surface level because everybody's doing surface level, right? Y'all are aware of what surface level relationships are. Surface levels is basically like, I'm gonna get with this person because they look good, they got a body on them, whatever the case may be, or they got a bank account or a nice crib or a nice car or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that case may be. Spiritual relationships is like when you can read somebody for 5 minutes, whether it's online or in the grocery store. You can read somebody for 5 minutes. You can tell just by how they carry themselves, the personality of what they're showing you. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a discernment to where you can really dig deep into them, you know what I'm saying, and not say, and they don't even have to say a word. You know what I'm saying? You can read them from like the back of the book. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a saying out there with Scorpio men and Scorpio women, you know what I'm saying? They can't really read them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like mysteriousness going on. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? Me being a Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? I could probably read from beginning to end, and I don't even have to know them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just for 5 minutes of their time, you know what I mean? And that's what happened, you know what I mean? Because I met this person for 5 minutes at a time, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was just for like a week or two, I met them, you know what I'm saying? And something different. She showed me something different than what everybody else has shown me, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I can tell, like, that's a real woman versus the girl with the fat ass or a cute face or a big bank account or she drives a nice car and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been surface level before, you know what I'm saying? But this is different, you know? And I want to talk about how it's different. Because like a lot of people was like, well, how do you know them? You haven't even had a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? We only had like a few conversations through the online chat, but it wasn't, or a live chat on Instagram, but it wasn't like, person to person yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't camp up or anything yet. You know what I'm saying? I was just typing in the chat box just like everybody else was, right? But I could tell that it was something about them that was different. You know what I'm saying? Versus what I've seen. Because I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot, like over the years. Like, you know what I mean? I've been with a lot of different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not proud of that, but I got experience is what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And like, surface level, it sucks because there's no compatibility there. You're just there because of what they look like or what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the right way to live. I'm sorry to say that because there's men out here that are living with women that they don't even like. And there's women out here that's with men that they don't even like, really, that don't bring them happiness for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all based off of survival needs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is living for survival. Let me take that back. Not everybody's living for survival, but most people are just surviving out here and not living by strategically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Meaning with a plan, like, with somebody that they actually love. Because see, there's men and women out here having kids with each other, you know what I'm saying? And they don't really love that person. You know what I'm saying? They're just having kids because, oh, our baby looks good. Let's fuck and make this baby or whatever. And however their life turns out to be. It's like no real actual plan behind it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really thinking long term, you know? So spiritual relationships make you think long term. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I know this person has substance, let's make a plan. How can we approach this? Like, you know what I'm saying? What do I need to get in my life done or my life together? Or how can I say this? What do I need to do in my life to attract that woman? You know what I'm saying? Or to even, not even attract that woman, but to attract a woman like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you think deeper. You know what I'm saying? Get your life together, go to the gym, you know, work, create content if you got content to create. Or if you got a job, go to the job, you know what I'm saying? And work hard, study, you know, if you're in school, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know, bettering your lifestyle so you can attract that person. See, that's what this person made me do. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, I ain't gonna say she made me do it, but God made me do it. Because God introduced me to her before I even met her. You can catch that. I said, God told me about her before I even met her. And then when I met her, I got confirmation that it was the right person. See, a lot of people are going to skip over that because they don't know what I'm talking about. But I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see. And I know what he did to me. You know what I'm saying? What he showed me. You know? And that's the reason why I'm making this video today. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people may look at me weird or an outcast because I don't fit in society norms. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. I know I'm different from everybody. And I'm very proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are going to talk about me. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of my shortcomings. You know, I'm aware of my flaws. I'm aware of who I am. I don't need nobody to tell me who I am. Because God created me for a reason, right? Just like he created you for a reason. Everybody has a sense of purpose. See, if we stop living for survival and start being strategic with our lives, or our lives and stuff, we'll get further. You know, stop looking at stuff from a surface level, you know, because like, what really got to me, what really made me want to do this video, and actually, I'm not sitting down, but, you know, actually, you know, what really made me do this video is because of that conversation. And I'm always going to draw back to that conversation because it's like, it was something in that conversation that struck me. And I'm not going to lie about it. You know, even though this person did not know me, you know what I'm saying? She was saying a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it woke me up because it's like, you know, because my mom was like, man, just ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people may think that way. And I'm here to set the record straight. Like, you know, you're going to have assumptions about me. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's going to have opinions. Opinions is like an asshole. Everybody has one, but it's like none of it is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, my purpose here on earth is from family. It's always been family. Since I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I always wanted a real family, like a family on my own. Like, everybody has, my sister, they all have kids or whatever. You know, you hear my mom talking about it in the previous video. So, you know, everybody has kids. You see my niece are there. So, you know, that's for right there. Everybody has kids and stuff and not me. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I'm not jealous of it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's more like God is preparing me to be the parent that I wanted to be. You know? And not a lot of people's gonna understand that, but you know, these videos is gonna help me do that. You know, cause like I'm able to really like express what's the beast that I've been hiding inside. There you go, hiding inside, like whatever, you know. Trying to use my language or whatever, man. It's just hard, but you know, just listen to me real quick. I just need 20 minutes of your time. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, I've been hiding. It's been a beast inside that's been hiding for a while, and I'm finding when it's time to release it, which is the fear that I had this whole time of people judging me, and then I know it's like people are going to judge you whether you're doing good or bad. You know what I'm saying? But see, people forget to understand that I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? I have feelings, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm brave enough to put myself out there and say, this is what I stand for. And no, I'm not on no surface level shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want some purpose level shit. Know the difference. I don't know who's listening to this, but maybe I'm just ranting to myself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody understands where I'm coming from. Maybe somebody's in the same position that I'm in or have been. Like, let me tell you something. It's the difference between you could wake up physically, but you could be asleep spiritually. Yeah. Like, there is times where I woke up physically, but I was asleep spiritually because I was just living life, but just simply existing instead of actually living. I don't know how many people been through that before, right? It's like, imagine you wanting something so bad, you know what I'm saying, and you want to do something so bad as far as like, maybe your goal is, like, I'm going to use my goal for an example. Since 15 years old, wanting a baby, you know what I'm saying, wanting to get married to someone, like, you know what I'm saying, basically wanting to share their love with somebody. Genuine love, pure love with somebody. Somebody that would cherish that. Coming from the heart. Not something he made up. Coming from the heart. That's been there. Right? And then, everybody keeps saying, work on yourself, work on yourself. I've been working on myself in the shadows. Now it's time to share that, and I'm sharing it with somebody that's not here yet, which is my kids. And it takes a real man to do that. Not every man is going to do that. But see, what America likes to do with black fathers, or fathers in general, which is why they're absent. Some of them are absent in their household, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. They count them out and not really know why they're doing it. I don't know, man. It's just like, it's a lot in this generation, especially today's age. And it's been going on for years, but we can really talk about it. We can really get into it. I got a men's group that I'm attending on Monday. It's actually not a men's group, but it's a fatherhood group, that I'm attending on Monday, and I'm going to ask them, like, man, why are we counting out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are black fathers counting out? Like, even if the ones that wants to be in their children's lives, you know what I'm saying? I don't have children yet, but I do. Spiritually, I do. And I'm showing up every day for them by doing what I do every fucking day. Even though you guys don't really see it, but I do that every fucking day. And I'm proud to say that I can do that. Like, I'm proud to say that I'm doing that because that's a sense of accomplishment. Not everybody shows up. Not everybody stays. Not everybody's consistent with it, But I love my family. And I said this when I was drinking back in the day when my cousin was here. We used to get drunk down in the basement all the time. And then I was like, yo, I love my family. I love my family because that's the truth. And people used to think that I was a weird thing, But see, I'm gonna ask the question, what is family to y'all? Why am I weird for expressing that? Everybody's stuck on surface relationships, not spiritual ones, you know? And I'm not painting myself as an angel because I've been in those type of relationships before, you know what I'm saying? But spiritually, you know, this one is calling me, and I can't ignore the call. I hope somebody is hearing this. Because if you're in my shoes, and if you've seen what I've seen, if you've been through what I've been through, you will understand me. I think that's going to be the end of this conversation. We can pick it up later. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you been through a situation like this? Because right now, like I'm in a weird place. Because, you know, when God is calling me to do an assignment, you know, I'm like, I'm in it, but I'm battling my old self. I'm battling doubt. You know, I'm battling, you know, depression. But I get up every day to make something happen, right? This is my calling. This channel is my calling. Those children are my calling. You know, my family is my calling, like my wife, you know? Because I want to be the best fucking dad, best fucking husband, the best to ever fucking do it. And I'm not going to have a fucking rule book. There's no rule book to this shit. I learned that pretty quickly. You know, I watched a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? And like, I admire those guys that's putting themselves out there with their families and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's really dope. But yeah, man, I don't know. But let me know if y'all been through this situation. I just wanted to come on here and I want to touch on that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, have a deeper conversation, like open up a little bit. Because a lot of you guys don't really know me like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, really my content is like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it is because I'm nervous, or I was nervous, you know, to speak. And now I'm able to really speak. And I love this platform. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I'm able to really like say what's on my heart. You know what I'm saying? Without being nervous. And really like talk to you. Even though like, you know what I'm saying, I'm all over the place. But just like kind of understand where I'm coming from. Please. You know, at least try. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work on getting better with talking and, you know, speaking, opening up, you know, but it's gonna take time. Over time, it's just gonna get crazier. You know, I don't know, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and there's gonna be more videos like this coming soon. And yeah, from this, I think that's it. So, as I always say, man, if you don't see the results, you're crazy. And that's it, really. From our house to yours, keep moving forward. Peace.